Hey folks, just wanted to quickly show an example of one of these tougher kinds of problems. Basically, we want to work from the outside in when we're doing these simplification problems here. So we're going to first do everything that's inside the parentheses, then we're going to evaluate anything outside, and then we're going to apply that negative property at the end. Okay, so if we're starting with this, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take each of these parts separately. So we're going to do the numbers first. We're going to do 32 divided by 8, and that gives us 4. Okay. Next, we have x to the 5th over x. I'm just going to write out what I'm doing over here, right? So first I did 32 over 8. That equals 4. Next thing I'm going to do is x to the 5th over x squared. Remember when we're dividing, it's like we're subtracting the exponents. You can also just write out 5x's over 2x's, cancel the ones that you can, and we're left with 3x. It's like we're subtracting those two exponents. So x to the 3rd, there's our second piece. Next we have y over y to the 4th. Okay, remember when there's just a variable on its own, it's like there's a 1 there. 1 minus 4 is negative 3. So we have y to the negative 3rd. And then we have z to the negative 2 over z to the 3rd. That's equal to z to the negative 5th. Sorry if you couldn't see that. Because negative 2 minus 3 is negative 5. And remember, that's still all being squared, being raised to the second power. So now we can actually evaluate that exponent here. We're going to distribute it over everything. So first we're going to do 4 squared. 4 squared is 16. Next we're going to do x to the 3rd squared. X to the 3rd, if we have 2 of them, that means we have 6 total x's, so we have x to the 6th here. Same idea, negative 3 times 2 here is y to the negative 6th. Again, multiply our exponents, so z to the negative 10th. The last step is to use that negative exponent property that we discussed in class today. Anytime we have a negative exponent, we can simplify it by taking its reciprocal. And so basically anything if we end up with a negative exponent, if it's up here in the numerator of our fraction, then we can move it to the denominator. If we end up with a negative in the denominator, we'll move it up to the numerator. No sweat. Okay, so our final answer is going to be 16x to the 6th. And then again, we move those negatives down, make sure we end up with a positive exponent. And so there's our final answer here. All right, so hopefully that was helpful for you. And have a great weekend. See you later.